Hello guys, I am back with another video. I'm going to be doing Premier League Matchday 6, I believe, predictions. This is going to be a very interesting week because we got a lot of good games here, especially the Man City versus Liverpool game. I know a lot of people looking forward to it, including me. I will probably do its own short preview later to talk about how maybe Mahrez will be involved, but we'll keep that for later. So let's get started. The first game we're gonna do is Man United versus Everton. I'm gonna say this is definitely gotta be a Man United win, but never underestimate Everton. Who knows? This could be a draw. You could see a 0-0 score in this game, but I'm gonna call this one a Man United win. I'm not gonna do score predictions because they're pretty tough to do. Very rarely do you get score predictions right, especially when you're only predicting a short amount of games. But I think Man United's gonna have a nice morale boost after that big win versus Villarreal, the Champions League today. Ronaldo with a last minute goal. I think they got this one in the bag. Now for the next game, we've got Chelsea and Southampton. Um, I think this gotta be Chelsea. I don't see Southampton making an upset here, somehow drawing them. I gotta see Chelsea have way too much talent up top and even in the midfield with a lot of great midfielders as Conte, Jorginho in there. Got Havertz, Lukaku up top. Got a lot, too much talent for Southampton. Plus, Southampton did come off a loss versus the Wolves, so they should not be winning that game. I'm going to call that one a Chelsea win. As for Wolves and Newcastle, Newcastle has been pretty bad. I, it's just like I believe they're newly. I just don't see them winning this game or not even drawing this game. They have been getting a lot of draws. Haven't won one either though, but they should not be winning this game. I think the Wolves came off a pretty big win for Southampton. I'm gonna call this one a Wolves win, but it's not gonna be a blow or any of that case. I believe it's gonna be pretty close, kind of like Wolves and Southampton at that 1-0 score around that area. As for the next game, it's gonna be Burnley versus Norwich City. This is a very interesting matchup, not in the way most people would think. This is the bottom two teams in the entire league. Norwich with straight 6 losses and Burnley with only, I believe, 2 draws and 4 losses. Am I right? I believe so. But yeah, they should. This should be kind of fun to watch. I'm not gonna watch this game, but I'm gonna say this is a draw. this could be this could be a little high scoring around the 2-2 range, but I'm gonna say this is a draw. Okay, as we move on, we're gonna predict. Okay, Leeds United and Watford. Leeds United has been really disappointing, in my opinion. I thought they would be competing not for top six, but like I thought they'd be around the 6 through 10 range by this point. But they have been disappointing. They just can't seem to win. They've been drawing way too many games. I don't know. Watford, I believe, is a newly promoted team. They have been pretty good for a newly promoted team. If you're at that like 15 to 10 range, that's pretty good, I would say. They have been getting some results. Recently, they've been but they do beat the teams when they have to beat the teams. For example, they usually beat the teams weaker than them, or at least draw them. Like they beat Norwich a few weeks ago. They drew Newcastle. They did take a disappointing L to Stoke City in the EFL Cup, but that's just one game there. I'm gonna say a Watford win. This is I know people want to see Leeds United bounce back, but I think Watford's gonna take this one. As we move on to our next game, would be Brighton and Arsenal. See, Brighton came off a pretty disappointing result, having to get a last minute goal just to get a point against Crystal Palace after their good start. I really see Arsenal improving constantly throughout the season right now. They got a huge, I mean a massive win versus Tottenham. They should get this win. Brighton will keep it close, but I think Arsenal is gonna get this win here. And now to another good matchup is Aston Villa and Spurs. Okay, I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one to Aston Villa. I'm sorry, but I think Spurs is. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna call this one a draw because I don't think Spurs can ruin it that much. Aston Villa has been really impressing me lately. They've gotten big wins ever since the win versus Everton. They kept it really close in the third round against Chelsea, even leaving it to penalties. They got a huge win versus Man United, and they battered Everton. They have bounced back throughout the season pretty well. I've been really impressed with Aston Villa, even though Grealish has left their team, even though Grealish hasn't done much in the Man City shirt yet. That's impressive. I don't remember their spot in the league table, but I believe they're pretty high up there. I think they're in like the 6 to 10 range around there. But like, yeah, they've been pretty good. So I'm gonna call that one a draw. Now to let's let me go. Sorry, I gotta go back to this game here. Now to West Ham and Brentford. This is gonna be interesting because I really hope Ben Rahma gets to play his old team. I don't know if it will happen, but I really want to see this. Brentford's been impressive. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. They've been impressive. I think they battered some team in the third round. I don't remember the name of the team, but it was 7-0. They got a huge draw versus Liverpool. I don't remember where they played, but I think they played in Brentford. I believe so, but I don't know about that. They've been pretty impressive. They got a win versus Wolves, took a L to Brighton, but Brighton's been good this season. Drew Aston Villa. They've been pretty impressive. They're ninth in the table for a newly promoted team. I'm gonna say Brahma gets the win here. West Ham and Brahma, I think they'll get the job done here. West Ham, I don't recall their last game. I believe Brahma was playing the last game. I believe so. But West Ham has been pretty good. They got a win in Man United in the Cup, which is huge. They get to move on to the fourth round, and they beat a pretty weakened Leeds team. So I'm gonna give that one to West Ham. All right, let's now move on to the next game here. Leicester City and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace has came off a pretty impressive draw against Brighton. I'm pretty sure Crystal Palace was pretty even with Brighton. Like, it wasn't a domination of Brighton anyway. I believe this was a pretty, very, very fun, pretty close game to watch. Didn't watch it. Had a lot to do that day. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Leicester City, even though they've got that pretty impressive draw against Brighton. Even though Leicester City has not been doing that great, pretty bad, I think Leicester City's gonna bounce back in this game and they're gonna beat Crystal Palace. Now the one everybody's been waiting for, Liverpool and Man City. Now this is an interesting one. Liverpool, who's came off a big win in the Champions League versus Porto, a little bit disappointing result versus Brentford, a thrashing of Norwich, a thrashing of Crystal Palace, a very close game versus Milan win, a win versus Leeds United, a draw versus Chelsea. They've been pretty good, I would say. They're definitely the biggest threat, in my opinion, to Man City in this league this year. I know Chelsea, Man United are right there, right behind them, but I think Liverpool's going to be the biggest threat to City to get this league, the Premier League trophy. This is going to be close. I don't see a draw. I feel like one of the teams is going to come up here. I think it's going to be Man City. Man City have came off a really disappointing result versus PSG. Even though I thought they were much better, I think Man City's going to bounce back in this game. I believe they're playing in Liverpool, but I'm not positive about that. But I think Man City will beat them in Liverpool at Anfield. I think it will be a big win for Man City's confidence. I think this should bolster them big time if they get this win. And I'm going to say this is a Man City win here. That is it. Those are my Matchday 6 Premier League predictions. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.